What's going on, fellas? In St. Augustine today. Right now I'm on the Volano Beach Pier. I had some business here in St. Augustine. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went over to the Sailors Exchange hoping to make a video over there, and it flopped big time. I went in because everybody told me to go there after my video with Marine Connection Liquidators, and I went in there and it's just not what I thought. They didn't have, honestly, anything for skiffs. It really was actually for sailboats and whatnot, and yeah, flopped big time. And I figured while I'm in St. Augustine, you know, when you're in Rome, cruise over to the St. Augustine Marina. They have a consignment lot out here, as well as some just boats that they have for sale. And I think I see an action craft over here, and I'm gonna go check out to see what's on consignment and what is in service, what's for sale. I'm gonna check them out, because you know, now that we have the Baycraft done and that's ready for sale, hopefully sold in the next day or so, and then we got the Jones brother, we're gonna have to get another skiff here soon. So I need to start getting my eyes on something. So cruising in here to St. Augustine Marina now. We'll see how it goes. All right, we got some good news. Got a little stump knocker for sale. Key West is for sale, but they did say that the action craft is actually for sale. He also said a Key West 22. I'm assuming that is this Key West 219. This bad girl right here, let me tell you, bad girl, super clean, nice and shiny. But let's take a look at Lil Luck. I believe this is a 2008 action craft, 1802, I believe. Let's see, yeah, 1802 tournament edition. Lil Luck. Got the Evinrude E-Tech 115 on the back. Power pole. This power pole bracket is sweet. Wow, it's used as a spacer as well for the motors. There's something similar on the other side. That's sweet. I've personally never seen that, and makes perfect sense. I wonder, okay, yeah, this one has the trim tabs. If you remember my action craft, it did not have trim tabs, so I was getting a little bit of drag from the power pole in the water, and this one eliminated that issue with the trim tabs. Dude, this boat is actually really, really nice. I'm gonna talk about it, I'm gonna show it to you, and then I'm gonna tell you how much it is, and then we'll go from there. This boat was originally in service just for some routine maintenance, but while I was here, the owner said that he wanted to put it up for sale. But man, this thing is really, really nice. Check out some hatches. Nice live well in here with the plug. Let's check this out. How do you feel about the Evinrude 115s? Those motors, okay, we got the oil, got the starting battery, we got the pump for the power pole. Right on. I'm actually shocked that there's no jack plate. With a setup like this, it just seems like there naturally would be a jack plate. But my question for the Evinrude E-Techs, I feel like this motor specifically, you get the 2-stroke bang for your buck, but you kind of get the 4-stroke look, if that makes sense. Because sometimes, actually a lot of the time, I really, really enjoy a 2-stroke motor, but as far as resale and just visual appearance, most of the time I don't like how 2-strokes look. I like how 4-strokes look a lot more. They look, you know, more updated, more this century, if that makes sense. All the old 2-strokes are, you know, square body, whatever. I'm looking around to see if I can find like an old Yamaha 52 smoker or something, but I can't see anything off the bat right now. But you know what I'm saying? This looks like an updated motor. I believe this is a 2008. Let me see if I can see a plate somewhere, maybe on the other side. It's like way under there. I can't really see it, but I believe it's a 2008. But regardless, it doesn't look like a 2008. It looks like a more modern motor. So you gotta get, you know, the 2-stroke performance with the 4-stroke look, hydraulic steering, Sony speakers, probably use a little update on the speakers, coastline. We got the puck up here. I'd be curious to know if the owner has the trolling motor with him at home, mounted, ready for a push pole. Under gunnel rod storage. These rod holders are the last piece of the puzzle for the Baycroft that we have at home. Let's hop up here and check it out. Got the seat backrest right here. No cushions though. He probably has those as well. Very nice. This is like the exact same boat that I had, to be honest. It looks exactly the same. This is the 2008 model. This is what it would have looked like if I powder coated my my polling platform. Working on some motors over there. Let's check this front hatch. Oh dang, that's a really neat way to have your deep cycle batteries up front. One on the left, one on the right. Anchor storage up there. Let's see the gas tank back here. Sweet. I love Action Craft, man. Windshield is in really good condition. Really good condition. Let's check out the hatch down below. Nice. I wonder, there's these turnbuckles down here. I wonder what they use them for. Sweet, it looks like that's where the stereo's at, hanging out down there. This hatch is just really nice in general. Power pole, trim tabs, switch panel, gauges, got the Garmin up top. The Evinrude, well, I guess these are BRP controls for the Evinrude. Check out the trailer. Video stopped recording for some reason. I'm not exactly sure, but trailer's super nice as well. Looks like the same type of trailer setup that we had. Nice padded section on the wheel wells. Dude, this boat is just absolutely stellar. I want to talk numbers with you though, because numbers is kind of the make or break here. This is what that turnbuckle's for, I suppose. So they have this boat for sale, $24,900. Now that's really steep. It's steep in comparison to Facebook Marketplace prices. I personally sold mine for $11,000, I believe, and that's Stelio because it's basically the same boat. Mine had the Yamaha 130 2-stroke, and then that thing ran like a champ, dude. It was a fast boat. I sold mine for 11, but I like to give good deals. You know, I don't like to make the barrier to entry super hard to achieve and buying a boat from the old skiffer. I like to build a boat and just make a couple bucks on it. You know, I'm not trying to rob the bank or anything like that. $24,900, I feel for something like this is pretty good. For $24,900, I think I would personally rather have a more updated 4-stroke engine. If that might just be personal preference, paying $24,900. Everything else is sweet though. It looks like there's not a scratch on the boat. And dude, now I'm sad that I didn't powder coat the polling platform on the Action Craft that we had. But yeah, it's like the same exact boat. Motor's nice. I bet it runs like a top. The only thing that I feel you could update is the speakers, but again, that's preference related too, just for a more updated look. The boat definitely looks like it's stuck in 2008. The decals on the side, the speakers, the motor, although the motor does look like the newest motor in 2008, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, fully loaded, I would say, with the deep cycle batteries up here. I'm sure they have probably a Minn Kota 24 volt 80 pound, and I'm sure they have those cushions for that seat as well. Super sweet. Now 24.9, kind of steep, but because, so we got that, the sweet boat 24.9. I'm gonna go look at a couple. Well, let me go ask how much the stump knocker is, and then I can show you probably the most affordable boat here. I'll ask how much it is and be right back. All right, here we go. Made in Stark, Florida. We got the Griff Craft. This is what I would assume their most affordable boat here. I don't even know how long it is, probably 14 feet. Looks like they got a super stick over here. This one is definitely more affordable if you're trying to get on the water today. She ain't the best looker, you know. You get some upgrades in there, but you get a Yamaha 20 tiller handle. You get a nice little gas tank. This will probably last all day. You get your spike. You got a bunch of rod holders. Bink, 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 bink. Over here, turn this into your live well. Maybe not. Let me check the other ones. I thought for sure this would be more storage up here, honestly, but you have your stern light right there, clamp on. I would assume you get your, maybe a bow light up here as well. You got a motor cover for your cowling back there. Looks like a manual bilge pump. Let me check that other hatch. Got a lot of storage on the boat. I'm not sure if these are designed to be live wells. You can probably put an aerator, bubbler in there. Designed to, you know, all the water go back to your bilge area. You're on the water today at a cheap price, let me tell you that. Trailer's nice. You could pull this thing with like a Volkswagen GTI, I'm sure. This thing's probably so light. Let's see how light she is. Dude, it's so light. I know I'm just jacked to the gills, so it's not an appropriate demonstration, but let me tell you, it is super light. You could probably pull this thing to the boat ramp. Motor looks to be in good condition as well. Let's pop the top. Carb looks good. Everything looks to be there, let me tell you. Fuel filter smells good under there. A little wet, a little dirty down below, but let's see. She is in pull start. Get on there. There you go. Pull start motor tiller. It doesn't get more simple than that. Sometimes I like the pull start because you don't have to have a battery in there, if that makes sense. Keep it just as chill as possible. 3 persons, 400 pounds or 650 pounds of persons, motors, and gears. So 3 people under 400. That sounds like a one or a duo to me. A couple 200 pound humans. But regardless, super small wheels. I mean, this is a easy way to get on the water, you know. Title in hand, registration for the trailer. I'll tell you, they have it for sale for $4,995, just shy of $5,000. Insider knowledge, I bet they'd probably take a 4K. So 4K and you're on the water today. You know, not a bad gig, I would say. In comparison to the Action Craft 24.9, I guess it just depends on what level you're at the moment, you know what I'm saying? If you're just trying to get on the water, get to the sandbar, whatever, then the Griff Craft might be for you. But if you're a little more established in life and you're ready to, you know, blast out there and go catch some fish in more uncharted waters, then the action craft might be the one for you. I think it's a little steep price. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me wrap around and look at the boats for sale on the other side. Coastal Skiff 271. 27-foot flat bottom is insane. A behemoth. That's insane. Then we got the Key West. This is one of my favorite shaped boats as far as a bay boat. Shaped so beautifully. What, dude, what motor size is this? It looks ginormous. 300? I don't know. It might have just been my perception at the time. It looked like a dang 700. But yeah, this is one of my favorite shaped boats out there. Can't ever go wrong with a Scout. I think these are all of the service boats. Bay Scout 201. Such a classy looking rig. But yeah, I'm assuming the ones with the license plates are the ones that are in service and not for sale. Dude, nasty trailer on the Griff Craft. Just a baller trailer. They got a couple Griff Crafts over here for sale. If this is what you're into, nice stump knocker. This one's a little more streamlined. Let's see if that's still a Twan or if it's a 2.5. Got the Twan on the back. Okay. Literally the same mold. It looks like just bigger. No gas tank, but you got a black fuel line. That's good. That's good. Do the hatches get any bigger up front? Not really. And then you got this one. This is a cool looking Griff Craft. Kind of like a bass fishing type of vibe with the side console. Clearly they're not very heavy if you can push them with a 20. Let's see if we can give her a lift. Oh yeah, not too heavy. This one, you at least get your steering cable. Sick. Right on. A lift like this, a cable lift, that's what I need in the shop. And I need one of these things that I can just rest the boat on and work on it all the time. Got a solo skiff in here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Go check out these up front, the front liners. A couple Key West up front. They might be a Key West dealer over here. These white Yamahas are so sick, dude. Alright. These are sick. We all know that they're sick. But I want to talk about the boats you can actually come and grab today, get on the water today. Obviously you can with those, but you know, I'm here for the homies. If you're trying to get on the water today. Man, I'm kind of bummed about this Scout 201. I don't know if it's for sale or not, but it looks sick. Not gonna lie, the prices are kind of steep. Kind of steep. So I don't even want to ask, really. I mean, the Griff Craft is a good price. Any boat that you can get on the water today for under $5,000 is a great deal. Sweet Whaler over here at the 2.5. Unsinkable, indestructible. Looks like a fun time. That trailer's sweet too. Mako on the other side, 264. This is what I'm saying as far as the Evinrudes. Like, this looks so new, if that makes sense. And then you got the Pathfinder, what is this, 19? Green with the VMAX on the back. I am not a fan of the Talons, let me just say that. Now I'm just over here nitpicking people's boats, not even for sale. Let me stop before I get in trouble. Going back to the Baycraft one more time. Let's check her out. What's your thoughts on the Baycraft? You think it's a good buy? You think it's a little steep? What do you think? Solo launch in the Yak. Like I said, man, you can't beat it. Weather out here has been nice lately with some overcast down there. Some rain coming in this side. Looks like the bite might be on in about an hour or two. Don't get it twisted though. Honorable mention for the chungiest Key West over here, the 17.2 Sportsman. I'm not a fan of how it looks. To be honest, I'm not a fan of the Griffcraft either. I'm not a fan of the Key West chungies, but some people are into it, man, and it is sweet. She's got hydraulic steering. She's got a really, really, really nice Yami on the back, 90. What year is this 90, dude? This is actually pristine. Dude, I can't find year models on it anywhere. Whatever, probably looking in the wrong spot these days, but it looks brand new, although it's probably not. The whole boat looks brand new. Sweet ride we got here. Trailer's super nice as well. Again, no, I don't even want to ask the price. I know it's $200,000 for the chungies. I was just walking out. You're gonna need some air in that tire. I know I said you're on the water today, but I guess you're on the water if you gotta fix a flat and a Wawa nearby with some free air. All right, let's get out of here. Feels good in here. Also, I gotta say, everybody in the front, super nice. Super nice. These are those things that I had on the last action craft that I had. These tough guy things for like transom savers. You tilt your motor all the way up, put this in, and then lower it on here. Sweet. $32.95. I think that is appropriately priced. Those things are lifesavers. Must be nice. Sure is a beautiful day out here. It's hot though. Ready to get back in that AC. Well, it was a good time at the St. Augustine Beach Marina. Over here by the Volano Pier. They got some cool boats in there. I guess it's good to put things into perspective, man. The easiest way I can start selling more boats is to just let people know how much a boat is at a dealership, I guess. I mean, the Baycraft, I hear some chickens in the trees over here. I got the Baycraft listed for $10,500 OBO. So, I mean, what a sweet rig for the price now. Dude, I don't know. Facebook Marketplace, oof. I mean, you're gonna get a good deal on a boat in comparison to dealership prices, I guess. I rarely ever cruise over to the dealerships because that's just how it's always been. But I guess I forgot. Put it back into perspective real quick though. $24,900 for the Action Craft. I mean, I guess that makes sense. But considering I sold an Action Craft of the same caliber for less than half of that, I mean, obviously that's the better deal. I don't know, put a lot in perspective just now. It's so hot outside. It's like 103 degrees. I obviously sweat through my shirt, and I was like, man, I wish I had another shirt. Man, I got a backseat full of shirts, and I looked back and I'm like, all right, black hoodie, black shirt, black shirt, black shirt, black shirt, black shirt. I don't know. Can you tell what my favorite type of shirt is to wear? I guess it's important to keep in mind that it's not necessarily the dealership putting prices on these boats. It's the human being that is consigning them and selling them just through their dealership. I'm not sure if there's any markups or whatever. I don't know if it's that the seller comes in with their boat and they say how much they want for it, and then the consignment just takes money off the top, like whenever it sells. But regardless, it's not the dealership that put $24,900 on the Action Craft. It's the seller. The dealership put $4,995 on their boat. So I mean, the dealership might have really good prices. I don't know if that sounds steep or whatever, but I guess in comparison to the bigger boats, $4,995 and you're fishing today, doesn't sound like a bad deal. As far as right now though, we are in a beautiful part of Florida over here, St. Augustine, Volano area. We're about to hop on an A1A and just start cruising down the coastline. Might stop at a couple cool places, do a little sightseeing, check it out. I always just have a very low stress time when I'm over here. Cruising down A1A, man, I love it. Me and my wife, one of our favorite activities is just taking a long drive down A1A. At a certain point of A1A, you lose phone service. So, you know, the conversation gets really good. And, you know, just look at houses, look at the water, look at the sand, daydream, have a good time. That's what I'm about to do right now. And it kind of bums me out that my wife's not in the old passenger seat. Sooner or later, the baby is going to be old enough. She's going to be looking out the window, pointing at stuff. Dude, I'm stoked for it. I love being a dad, man. Let me just throw that in there, huh? I love being a dad. One of the best decisions I ever made. If you don't have a baby, 10 out of 10 recommend. You should definitely have a baby. And I mean, you know, if you already do have babies, you're doing it. Good for you. Good for you. Great decisions were made. Cruising down, I haven't made it too far. I'm actually gonna flip a U-ski right here, make a U-turn, and go check out. I know that this one house on this random neighborhood has multiple Carolina skiffs. I think they got a couple J16s. And I'm just gonna cruise over there and just hope there's a for sale sign on one of them. Because that would really bring it home for today. I have absolutely no idea how I remembered those boats were there. It's been years. So, I mean, that is just an absolutely vetted Carolina skiff boat owner. Had them for years. Nothing for sale though. So it is what it is. Waste of a U-turn. Cruising down A1A right now. This little walkover has all the locks on it. Famous little spot here on A1A. Now we have 2 stops to make. The first stop is we're gonna stop at the gas station over by the Guana Reserve, the nice beach access area. If I remember correctly, they got a hot case that has really good Italian sausage dogs. So I might stop and grab one of them. And then the second stop, somebody wants to show us a nice skiff further down A1A, a little closer to Jack's Beach area. They want to show us a fiberglass, little 15-foot skiff. The gel coat looks really nice. It's honestly what's selling me on it, but it's super cheap. He has the title for it. It has a jack plate. I think it's worth checking out. So we're gonna stop, maybe grab a dog, and then go check out another boat. That right there is where I proposed to my wife. That little spot back there. Yeah. They get kind of butthurt if you park here and don't buy anything and you go over to the beach. So I'm gonna give them just a little bit of a raised blood pressure by just parking right over there and cruising over here to look at the beach. I'm just gonna raise their blood pressure a little bit, but then I actually am gonna go in and look for an Italian sausage dog. Nobody move, nobody gets hurt. I'm stoked on the dog. My hopes are so high for the dog that I will be severely let down if there's no dog. I don't even know if I'll settle for just a regular dog. Haven't played limbo in years. Little song keep it young. Beautiful day. Sun on my skin, dude. I'm still sunburned from yesterday. I feel it burning through the black tea. Vibes are up here though. But look how Florida this is. Nice, sunny, beautiful. Dun, dun, dun. Whatever. I'm gonna go get a dog. If it means anything to you, this spot is crazy for shark's teeth. If you're trying to bring kids somewhere and guarantee a shark's teeth find, here's a good spot. Me and my wife, we have hundreds from this spot alone. Polish. It used to be Italian. Coming home with me? I didn't even see Italian sausage. That's a dog. I got the goods. I got scared for a second. It ain't Polish sausage. I was about to give it a go, keeping it real. But Italian sausage was there, brother. I got a Italian sausage and a regular dog just to compare, I guess. I don't know, keep life interesting. All right, I got the Italian sausage and the regular dog right here. They don't look like anything special, but it's all about the taste. You know what I mean? My life hack for right now is I took the dogs off. I put all the condiments underneath just because I'm about to be driving, because I got to go meet up with this dude to look at this skiff right now. So I can't just sit here and enjoy the view. So I'm going to be eating and driving at the same time. But I did the same condiments on both so that we get a real good comparison. 1 packet of mayonnaise on both, 1 packet of ketchup on both, and then I took 1 packet of mustard on both, but then I took another packet and put half and half. I'm a big mustard guy. I don't know what to tell you. But I'm going to start cruising. I'm going to eat these. I'm going to absolutely devour, smack them. And then I'm going to check back in with a good review. That way, if you ever come to this gas station, which I heavily recommend, good people, you know, good views, good people, good vibes. It'll be a good representation of what you should get from the hot case, at least. First update, my life hack did not work. Mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup all over the black tea. But dude, it tastes good. Worth it. I finished the Italian sausage and I just took the first bite of the regular all beef dog. And I'm already, get the dog. The Italian sausage isn't what it used to be over there. I'm just being real. Just get the dog. This is actually a really good hot dog. And yeah, highly recommend the hot dog. The Italian sausage is good. And it would be a good option if there wasn't this hot dog there. But I don't know. They might be using something different than they did before. It's just not the same. All right, I just came up here to chat about whatever just happened at that dude's house. I don't know, my least favorite type of transaction. Once I got there, I don't even know why I was there. That boat was so rough, definitely not my style of boat. The pictures looked completely different. I would borderline say I got scammed just for showing up. Luckily, it wasn't out of the way. That boat was so bad though. And it probably doesn't even look that bad on camera, but in person, it basically was just held together by like cheap plywood and fiberglass. I don't know. It was rough. Dude, I don't know what I was thinking. It was listed for $900, so I was like, You can't beat it. Just a boat right now for 900 bucks with a jack plate. But on the pictures, it also had a casting platform up front. I showed it to you in the garage. He was like, I'll give you the casting platform for, you know, more money. And I was like, all right. You're gonna sell me the gel coat off the boat also? Like, if you take pictures of your boat and it has accessories on it, it's a pet peeve of mine. If I show up and you don't mark it in the description that they're not for sale or whatever, you show up and the push pole is over in the yard and they're like, oh, that doesn't go with it. The gas tank's in the yard or in the garage, oh, that doesn't go with it. It's definitely a pet peeve of mine. Like, take a picture without it, or, you know, just put in the description that it doesn't go with it, I guess. Because a huge reason that I just showed up was for the jack plate and the casting platform up front. Because jack plate, you know, 100 bucks, 150 bucks. And then the casting, like 200 bucks, maybe, whatever. And I don't know. Like, the boat itself, I don't know, not worth 900. And that's crazy to say, because any boat, like, if it floats and it has a title, it should be worth 900. But above all of that, the dude didn't even talk to me. He was doing whatever he was doing. He did not talk to me one single time. Whoa. Rarely ever see snakes over here. So, I don't know, caught me off guard. My primitive senses were feeling something. I look, whatever. But yeah, he didn't talk to me. I like to chat with people and talk with people, talk boats, whatever. He just wasn't feeling it. Whatever, not gonna stop me from just enjoying this beautiful day. About that time though, so I'm gonna race back home to my wife and my baby and just have a nice Tuesday afternoon. It is Tuesday, so it could be a Top Golf Tuesday, half price at Top Golf. So who knows where we'll end up by the end of the day, but regardless, I've had my fun today checking out boats, whatever. Hopefully you had a good time as well. I know the Action Craft, a little overpriced. That stump knocker was a little jiffy, whatever. And then this boat was just rough. But hopefully we just got to have a good time together today. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even go to the warehouse, so it feels weird doing stuff, not even going to the warehouse. I don't know. Nice little change of scenery. It is what it is. I'm glad you guys came along with me. I would have been bored without you guys. But, yep. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers to life, man. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Is this a sign? Is this a sign of something? I don't have any food over here. Is this a bad sign? I'm kind of afraid to look it up. What you doing, man? So you're telling me I see a black snake, and then I see a crow hop in the truck bed. It landed right here, and it honestly scared me bad. But then just stood there, like, and then he just flew off. I'm gonna look it up what that means, but I'm kind of worried about what it means. I'm gonna look up what it means to see a black snake, and then I'm gonna look up what it means to see a crow. Like, in your, I don't know if I should type in your path or whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna ask Chat GPT. I'm friends with Chat GPT now. She's been helping me with a lot of stuff the past couple of days, but that's kind of weird. It's kind of ominous, but I guess I keep you updated. See you in the next one. Love you. Bye.